Have you noticed in life that sometimes the old way of doing things is actually better than the new? Most everyone in modern times uses calendars and tracks their appointments on devices like computers or cell phones, and some of us still use paper-based calendars. But the ancient method on a board that the priests of Yah used to number their days could just turn out to be the best method. It was for us in our home, and we want to share what we've discovered with you in this video. This journey of discovery and discernment of the ancient biblical calendar started 9 years ago for me. I began using my computer, my cell phone, and paper to learn and track this calendar. I wanted to guard and keep the biblical feasts and holy convocations, the Moediym appointed times of Yah, with all my heart, my mind, and my soul. I was a good Berean and watched multiple teachers propose various intercalation methods and debate each other almost endlessly on which calendar to use. I had to dedicate my time to researching which calendar to follow. It was confusing for a while. I reread Jubilees, 1st Enoch, the Tanakh, and the Dead Sea Scrolls. Everyone I know who starts to awaken to the ancient Israel biblical calendar has a learning curve. Here at Numbering the Days channel, we hope to shorten the time it takes to learn the priestly ancient calendar. On my journey through the maze of writings and opinions, I discovered that it's easier to track time and the Moediym using the ancient priestly method of a tablet pegboard. Archaeologists have reported finding pegboard tablets all through Israel in their digs. I will leave you a link in the description to read the article, which has pictures of the ancient model. Since the ancient people of righteousness used tablet boards, my husband and I decided that we would too. He used his carpentry skills to create a handcrafted modern version of the ancient boards. While this video is about the larger version that can sit on a stand or hang on a wall, much will apply to the new calendar in a box for traveling that you can see my husband is outside varnishing right now. So in this video, you will learn how the tablet board is used from start to finish. So let's get started. This video is geared towards customers who have received their board, but anyone can watch and learn from this video, especially those who are still trying to understand how this calendar works. So if you don't have a board yet, do not stop watching. If you keep watching until the end of the video, I will even share with you a special promotion we are running in conjunction with the wall calendar board that will make traveling to feast days even more fun. So when you purchase a calendar board from us, you will receive a shipment that has several items included. First, there is a thank you letter containing the Paleo Hebrew meaning to our logo and calendar name. There is the board itself with the pegs. We have instructions that are included and a listing of all the Moediym and feasts on the back side for easy reference. Each board is customized to order with either English or Paleo Hebrew script. The words on the top of the board can be customized and your favorite verse from Scripture on the bottom. We even include translation insights into your verse with your order, as I have studied Paleo Hebrew now for several years and translate verses for deeper insight. We do everything we can to make this calendar board a treasured item for your home. So when you unpack your calendar, you want to consider where you're going to put it, so you too can have that daily experience I was talking about. Some people like to put the calendar on a stand, but I and others have found it best to place it where you are easily going to see it during your daily routine, next to the kitchen table, the dining room, or a main hallway. You'll want to see this every day. I place mine in the main hallway next to our kitchen. So every morning when I walk into my kitchen, I see the board on the wall and I am immediately reminded of walking in sync with the heavenly time and His ways. Now the board itself has three main sections, which I will now explain. The leftmost section is for tracking the days of the week, numbered 1 through 7. 1 is at the top, moving down to day 7, the Sabbath. This cycle is an unbroken cycle of the covenant from Genesis 1. This peg always moves every day from top to bottom, back to the top. The next section, in the middle, is for the days of the month, numbered 1 through 30. The upper left peg hole is for day 1. There are 3 columns of 10 holes. The peg moves top to bottom in the first column, then the second column, and then the third top to bottom. The final main section of the calendar is on the right side and is for the months of the year, numbered 1 through 12. There are 4 rows of 3 months for each season. The upper left-hand peg hole is for the first month. The first row is the spring. The second row is for summer, the third for autumn, and the bottom row for winter. All 3 sections start in the upper left-hand corner. Now in most months, when the peg is in hole 30, the next day you will move the peg to day 1 in the upper left-hand column as the next month has started. However, in this calendar system, months 3, 6, 9, and 12 all have an extra seasonal division day. The repeating pattern is 30-30-31, then 30-30-31. So on the 31st day, the peg moves into the special divisional day peg hole, and then the following day it moves to position 1. So be sure when you receive your calendar to pull out the feast day chart in the backside pocket. This chart has the same color coding as the front side of your calendar board does. We have color-coded all the feast days of the Zadok Priestly Calendar from Leviticus 23. If you want the additional days from the Dead Sea Scrolls, such as the Feast of New Oil and Wine, labeled on your calendar, we can do so upon request. We have all heard the expression connecting the dots. Well, on this calendar, you can visually connect the dots. In fact, you need to. In the month that a feast day occurs, there is a dot for that feast. On the days of the month that feast occurs, there are the same colored dots. For instance, month 1 has a red colored dot for the Pesach and Passover, and so does the 14th day of the month. The Feast of Unleavened Bread, starting on day 15, lasts for 7 days through the 21st day of the month, and the dots are all colored blue. Now that you know how to move the pegs, let's discuss where you first set up yours. When you receive your shipment, be sure to notice the 2 dates we will place for you on your thank you letter. One will be the Gregorian date we are shipping the calendar to you, and the other is the corresponding date on the creation calendar board. This will be based upon the intercalation method we use. You must understand the Gregorian date you are starting your calendar on and the corresponding date for the calendar board in order to set it up properly. Your method may be different from ours, as many ministries and fellowships publish calendars showing both dating systems but using varying intercalation methods. These are usually free downloads. I've listed a few of these in the description for you. Now be sure to use this calendar board as a teaching tool in your fellowship and especially with children. The visual nature of this board facilitates teaching and understanding, and children enjoy being included. Speaking of children, if you're a family that enjoys doing crafts, you can customize your own board. We sell our calendar boards unfinished with all the holes pre-drilled, the edges are finished, sanded, and section lines are cut in, and it comes with pegs. We call it the wall-mounted blank kit on the order form and sell this at a discount. So now we're at the end of this video and it's time to reveal the special offer that you've been waiting for. From the beginning of Yah's calendar in 2025 through the 15th day of the 3rd month on the Feast of Shavuot, we will be giving away a free calendar in the box. If you have any questions about this video or your experiences with our calendar board, please do leave them in the comments on this video. We would love to hear from you. We respect that not everyone who follows and is learning the priestly Zadok, Jubilees, and Dead Sea Scroll calendar intercalate the same way. We are a new channel on YouTube and would greatly appreciate a thumbs up. Do subscribe to our channel even after purchasing a board from us, for we are going to be releasing a series of videos this new year on the information we have learned in our 9 years of being on this calendar. We have received much insight from the Ruach and it's time for us to share.